Hi Aquarius, welcome to September. This is Teresa, your tarot reader from tarotbyt.com. And I'm getting ready to do your September Love TarotScope. So before I start, I will ring my little bell. Create some sacred space. Okay, and I want to say thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking the videos. Thank you for your wonderful comments and support. I really enjoy reading them all. And I'm glad that these readings are helping people and giving some people direction or guidance. That's what this is all about. So, let's see what's going on for Aquarius for the month of September. September's a big month. We've got Mercury Retrograde, 2 eclipses. The skies will be rocking and rolling. Okay, so what does Aquarius need to know for the month of September about their love life or about life in general? What's important? What energies are at play at September? Will be at play in September. What does Aquarius need to know for the month of September? The Sun. The 3 of Pentacles. Awesome. The Star. The Emperor. The 6 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. The King of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the Judgment, the 9 of Swords. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Well, you start the reading off with the Sun. You can't get better than that. The Sun and the 3 of Pentacles. That means career success, recognition. So September is going to be an important month for you in terms of your career. You're going to finally get the recognition that you deserve. You're going to be seeing some real success come in September. And the Sun, whatever problems you're experiencing at the time of the reading, the Sun gives you the power to overcome them. So, and you have the Star in the past, so that means that you've been working on a dream. You have this goal, you have this dream. And you've been really organized and working hard towards it. You have the Emperor here, so you might have been playing the CEO in your own life. You've been playing, you're the boss. You're trying to build something stable, something of structure, maybe your own business. Or in any case, you're working toward you want a position of leadership. You've been really organized, you've been really getting your ducks in a row. You're on a path for success. You've been working really hard towards success, and it's going to show in September. Now, in a relationship reading, also, the Sun can mean that you're with someone. If you haven't met them yet, you will in September. You're going to be with someone that you really enjoy being with, that you're going to feel like you've met a soulmate in some way, or someone that makes you feel like a child. You're just going to have fun. When you're together, you have fun. You really enjoy being together. The Sun sometimes can mean a marriage, or at least a relationship where you feel a serious, maybe you feel like making a commitment, or you feel that you've met someone substantial, someone that you could really, who honors you can honor your inner child together. You just enjoy being together. So the Sun is all good. It's good in relationship situations. It's good in career situations. It's like if you've been living under cloudy conditions, suddenly the clouds part and the Sun comes out and everything is beautiful. So you have this Star card, the hope, the wishes. You've had this wish for a long time, this hope, this dream. And you may be also connecting with someone from the past. The 6 of Cups can mean that you either are healing from the past and learning from the past, and you might and you're moving toward the future, taking what you've learned and applying it in a new way. So it also means connecting with someone from the past. So you could re-hook up, especially with Mercury Retrograde during September. I wouldn't be surprised if you connected with someone that you haven't seen in a while. And you're working toward reconciliation in some way, some kind of reconciliation. The Four of Cups, you might be, with the Four of Cups, you're kind of feeling bored with your life, and you're feeling unappreciated in some situation. Or maybe you've been working really hard, there hasn't been a lot of fun, and something is offered to you. So it could be that someone from the past comes back and offers you something. Maybe they want to reestablish the friendship or a relationship, or it could be an offer, a job offer. But it's a cup, so it could be an offer of love or an offer of friendship, and you're not sure you want to accept it. You're kind of on the fence with it. You could be thinking of someone. Here's the King of Wands, so maybe this represents the person you're going to be dealing with. The King of Wands can be someone who's very bossy and outspoken. A fire sign, could be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. And if it's not one of those signs, it could be someone who's just has a very strong personality. Someone who is not afraid to speak their mind and doesn't really care what other people think. They're going to just tell it like it is. And they're they have leadership ability. So it could represent, it's in the sector of your negative thinking or your psychological block area. So it could be that you have doubts about this person. You're not sure if you want to accept this friendship or if you want to reestablish a connection. It could also mean that you need to tap into your leadership ability and you're not sure if you have what it takes, or you're doubting your leadership ability, which is really a mistake. You should not do that. But I have a feeling this has to do with a relationship, because you have all this talent. You have talent. You know you have talent. It's time for you to get recognized. This person coming back to you, you've got this Five of Swords here in your environment. So you may have felt victimized by this person in the past. Maybe you felt like they were kind of hostile to you, or they didn't play fair with you. You feel that they can be very vindictive when they get angry. Maybe you felt that you weren't treated fairly by this person. And they might want to come back and you're not sure if you can trust them. You're not sure if you really want to take that offer and reconnect. And with the Judgment card in your wish fulfillment sector, you may decide that it may be something that you have to forgive. You may have to forgive someone for their behavior in the past. Or even you might have to realistically look at what the limitations of this relationship is. So maybe you have a strong connection, but this person has issues. And even though you have a strong relationship, you know that this relationship is limited in some way. And no matter what you try to do, you can't really change the person. So you have to accept them for who they are. And you can't fight with them because it would be a losing battle. So if the person's looking for a fight, I would not engage. If the person wants to reestablish a relationship and you want to do it, just know that it has limitations. Don't expect miracles. There are certain limitations to the relationship. So you have to accept the person as is, and you can't try to change them. Now with the Judgment card, which is this card, you're kind of waking up too. You've been in a rut, and you may have been worried about, just stressed out with the Nine of Swords at the end, there are some things that you're worried about. Maybe you're worried about things happening at work or happening in your environment. People are not playing nice. And so with the Judgment card, you're starting to feel strong. You're starting to realize where you've been self-sabotaging, and you're realizing where you have to make changes in your personality, changes in your habits, changes in your behavior, so that you're not so, because you're feeling victimized by your environment. And a lot of that it could be your attitude, it could be some of the things that you're doing. So you're kind of evaluating, okay, what am I doing? How am I contributing to the problem? Or if there are problems, what can I do to improve? What can I do to make things better? And because you're feeling stronger, your needs are changing, and it may involve you making changes in your career or changes in a relationship. Maybe you come and you realize this relationship has limitations and there's nothing I can do to fix it. So you might decide to stop worrying about it and just move on to something better. Because with the Judgment card, there are several cards in the tarot that represent change. And a lot of times change happens and we have no control over the change. So in the Death card or the Tower or even sometimes the Wheel of Fortune, things just happen and we have to deal with them. But with the Judgment card, you are making the change happen. There's the difference. You're waking up and realizing, okay, I've got to take action or nothing's ever going to change. I can't just sit and wait for some, divine intervention. I've got to act. If I want to change my life, I've got to do something. And I've got to make the change. So you're going to be making decisions from a place of strength in September. You're going to realize that I have this talent and I need to use it. So if it's a career situation, you may wind up changing jobs and moving on to something that gives you the recognition you deserve. If it's a relationship situation, you're going to realize, I'm not going to keep wasting energy trying to fix someone, trying to change someone. I have to accept him or her for what they are. And if I can't accept it, then I have to move on. If I can't take someone as they are, then I need to walk away. But I can't sit up at night worrying on how to help them or how to change them. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to do that. So with the Nine of Swords, you're going to be, you might be worried about someone's health, someone close to you. But you're going to, that's going to come to an end. Because you're going to realize that the only person that you can change is yourself. You can't change other people. And you're going to be working on yourself. And you're going to be making changes within. And by doing that, by changing your inner self, you're going to eventually change the outer world that you exist in. So your environment will change. The things... because our external world is really just a reflection of our inner state. And with the Three of Pentacles, I see career success coming. I see you not worrying so much, not spending too much energy on a relationship that's been difficult. I see you kind of letting go of that. And I see you also recovering from illness. You may have some illnesses to deal with, and you're recovering from that. And also success. And this is like within 3 months of September, October, November, maybe December, maybe by the end of the year, you're going to start to see some real success come in, some real recognition. And that's going to be a good thing. A dream is going to start to come true. A dream is going to start to manifest, beginning with September. September is going to be kind of a change maker month. But I think it's going to be changes for the better for you. So I wouldn't worry about the change. It's not like you're going from good to worse. You're going from difficult to better, more harmony. You're going to be in an environment where you feel that it's better suited to you. and you'll be worrying less. You're going to be able to relieve a lot of the worry, the mental stress that you've been feeling, especially where it concerns this King of Wands. He can be difficult sometimes. He can be bossy and opinionated. And so maybe he's been giving you some grief. But you're going to know how to handle him. And I think you're going to wind up making things better maybe the second time around. If you decide to give this person a chance, if you decide to forgive them, you can learn from the past and make things better. But just remember, you can't change a person. The only person that you can change is yourself. So if you operate from that premise and you tap into your talents and work toward your dreams, you're gonna reach the success that you're dreaming of. So hang in there, Aquarius, and hopefully you'll make the right choice. Hopefully you'll be connecting with people that will bring joy into your life in September. And you'll be able to put down your worries or stop worrying. You'll have an end to your worries. So I wish you luck, and I wish you love, and may only good things return to your life in September. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will talk to you again in October. Okay, thanks. Bye, Aquarius.